To the virtual community outreach meeting from Matriline Farms, LLC. I'm Luke McNeil. I'm on the Town of Douglas Economic Development Commission. I've been asked to moderate this outreach meeting. I'll be introducing Derek Wicker and Dan Silva of Matriline shortly. They're going to present their plans for a proposed marijuana cultivation and manufacturing facility at 153 Davis Street in Douglas, Mass. Anyone who joins the meeting, please feel free to submit questions through the Zoom chat feature or by sending an email to matrilinefarms@gmail.com. That's MATRILINE farms@gmail.com. All questions will be noted and each question addressed after the conclusion of Matriline's presentation. Without further ado, here's Derek Wicker and Dan Silva of Matriline Farms, LLC.
How's everybody doing tonight? My name is Derek Wicker. I am owner and founder of Matriline Farms. We are a new cultivation and manufacturing cannabis company here in Massachusetts. We are very excited to be a positive contributing member to the community. This community outreach meeting is to provide information for anyone that has any questions, comments, concerns on the new facility that we are planning to put at 153 Davis Street. Tonight, I'm joined by my partner, co-owner and project manager, Dan Silva. He will be guiding us through this presentation tonight. So without further ado, I will hand it over to Dan Silva at this time.
Hello, everyone. Dan Silva with Matriline Farms. Thank you for attending. And as Luke mentioned, anybody feel free to submit questions through the chat app or submit an email, send an email to matrilinefarms@gmail.com. That's MATRILINE farms@gmail.com. I am going to share my screen right now and bring up our presentation. And can everyone see?
Yep.
Looks good.
Right. Here we go. Matriline Farms LLC, higher standards and higher quality. We're a family-owned company. Derek is, as he mentioned, the founder and owner of Matriline Farms. Derek and his wife have worked to create a vision for a cannabis cultivation and manufacturing company that creates the highest quality products as well as economic opportunity for the communities it services. Dan Silva, myself, I'm part owner of Matriline Farms LLC. Together, Derek and I will be cultivating and processing cannabis at the highest level. Our focus will be on top-of-the-line products that stand apart from our competition in a variety of ways. The organic inputs that we're going to use, the higher attention to detail through multiple parts of the process when it comes to the quality of inputs, the quality control throughout the cultivation process, the type of buildings that we're going to be using, and the green general ideas of green thinking that we are going to bring to the company. Any future investors or associates will be registered for the Cannabis Control Commission and 935 CMR 500. So to the type of marijuana establishment and location, we are a cannabis cultivation and manufacturing company as defined by 935 CMR, Cannabis Control Commission. 500.002 is where you can find this. Will be a marijuana cultivator, means an entity licensed to cultivate, process, and package marijuana and to transfer marijuana to other marijuana establishments, but not to customers. The craft marijuana cooperative is a type of marijuana cultivator. We won't be a craft marijuana cooperative, but we are going to be a marijuana cultivator, as well as marijuana product manufacturer, meaning an entity licensed to obtain, manufacture, process, and package marijuana and marijuana products, and to transfer these products to other marijuana establishments but not to customers. On site, we will be growing, harvesting, and processing cannabis for wholesale, manufacturing flower into concentrates and other products for wholesale. We will not be selling to customers, not be selling to consumers directly, just wholesale basis, business to business. Proposed location is 153 Davis Street, Route 16 in Douglas, zoned industrial. The development and the build out of the site comply with all state and local zoning and building departments, processes, and regulations. Type of facility we'll be building on that site is a greenhouse cultivation operation with a building attached to it for the processing and manufacturing of the processing and manufacturing end of the business. Our security plan for Matriline Farms, security is going to be the highest priority. Security protocols will strictly follow or exceed the Massachusetts Cannabis Control Commission requirements in 935 CMR 500. Security measures on site will include full perimeter security fence, surveillance system covering every part of the facility with generator backup. In our plans, we have security cameras covering security cameras so that they're tamper-proof on that level. We cover every part of the facility with that surveillance system automatically backed up to the cloud. We have a gated entry to the facility in our plans. Key card access needed for all entry doors, all doors into different areas of the facility, and a safe room with a vault door for storage of the product. That will be a secure, safe room for that storage. For our plan of prevention to diversion to minors, the following measures will be taken to prevent a risk of diversion to minors. Strict seed to sale tracking and inventory controls per CCC and 935 CMR 500 requirements. Funding of educational programs to prevent underage use of cannabis. All employees will be registered with the state of Mass over the age of 21 and not have been convicted of any crime per CCC or 935 CMR 500 regulations. No signage will be visible from the street that references cannabis or any signage that could attract minors to the property. And you can see our nuisance prevention for additional measures to maintain an unobtrusive presence. Our plans for the positive impact to the community. In addition to the 3% community impact fee on all sales paid directly to the town of Douglas, Matriline plans to sponsor events to support town services or areas of need in the town. Some areas Matriline would like to focus on include the town police department, town fire department, and the Douglas Public School District. Matriline's presence in the town will stimulate economic development as well as provide job opportunities. As the company grows, as will the benefits for the town. We see ourselves hiring from the community and the surrounding community, using subcontractors for the maintenance of the site and various items like that. Nuisance prevention. Our plans for nuisance prevention. We will make every effort to reduce or eliminate any nuisances for the neighbors and or the public. To prevent these nuisances, Matriline will have a carbon filtration system to eliminate excess odors. There'll be a light blackout system to prevent light pollution into the surrounding area or sky. The site will be set back from the road, reducing visibility from the street. There will be limited signage. No signage will be visible from the street that references cannabis. No bright eye or eye-catching signage will be visible from the street. All waste will be disposed of per DEP and CCC regulations. Direct lines of communication will be available for any concerns or suggestions from the community. We'll always be open to hear from the community. can be reached directly at matrilinefarms@gmail.com. And again, I encourage anybody listening or wanting to ask a question to shoot us an email at matrilinefarms@gmail.com or use the chat feature here on Zoom. Thank you guys very much for seeing our presentation. We are happy to answer any questions anyone might have. I'll just bring up my Zoom
Muted.
again here.
So I got a question.
Muted.
Am I muted?
No, sorry, you're good, Bob. Luke was muted.
Oh.
Okay, Bob, go ahead, shoot.
So I got a question now. Now from here you have to go to the town selectmen for your HCA or
So as of now, we're in the process of acquiring the HCA right now. We've already had our initial interview with the Board of Selectmen, and we've had our first meeting with them as well. It hasn't been finalized, but it's in the process.
all right. And so what are you estimating time-wise to get a facility like this up and running?
We're hoping late summer, early winter to be operational. That's if everything goes smoothly. We'll see how that goes.
That is our goal. We're going to be moving through the processes with the planning and building department in the next months as quickly as we can to get teeth in the ground in a 4-month range or so. We hope.
So you already have your plans and specs for the greenhouse? That's the bar behind me.
We do. We have some. We have plans for the greenhouse itself and the buildings themselves. It'll just be a question of finalizing the conservation setbacks and building setbacks, final designs of the septic systems and on-site wastewater systems that we're going to need, stormwater systems. Those will all be going through those processes, and they'll tweak our final building layout on the site. But we are making good progress on that, and we'll look forward to any meetings that we're looking forward to the meetings to get with zoning and building departments this week.
Kind of hard to hear you, Dan. Sorry.
Yeah, I lost you there.
Nope. Sorry. Am I good now?
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, one last question.
Sure.
What do you think? What type of crew will you be hiring for? Size of the crew for a facility like this?
So we will have per greenhouse. So the first year we're looking to have just one greenhouse. We'll have a head grower and 2 greenhouse workers working in that greenhouse. We're going to have 2 people working in the office. We'll have me and Dan as well. Future expansion on greenhouses will be 1 head grower, 2 helpers basically in each greenhouse. Then we also have our manufacturing facility part, which that will probably be around 2 or 3 employees to run that.
Does your greenhouse manufacturer, does he lay out the future expansion on your site for you, or do you?
Yes.
Yeah. Huh. Has he done that yet?
Well,
that'll be kind of in conjunction with the civil engineers. So the greenhouse manufacturer themselves will provide architectural plans and the plans for the buildings, and will advise us on what the best way is to expand in the future. We're going to be coordinating with the 2 of them to know how to site the initial building to be able to expand greenhouses as we tier up in the licenses. We are, as we say, family business. Not one of the bigger money ones that will just build out the entire facility before they get their licenses. But we are going to have that in mind as we expand in the right direction on the site.
Thank you.
And I'd like to scale up as opposed to starting big, just so we can have our quality and then be able to scale that quality up, as opposed to having a big lot of greenhouses and struggling to make ends meet on every single one. But it should be fun expanding.
Excellent. I see we've got one more person's joined the meeting. Douglas, do you have a question? If you do, could you please type it into the chat? I'm not sure if we have Douglas.
See any questions in email?
Yeah, me either.
Let's just pull up the Facebook real quick, make sure there's nothing there.
Yep. Yeah, nothing.
No?
All right, then. Then this looks to me like a successful virtual community outreach meeting.
Yes.
With that, I assume we are done.
Perfect.
Very good. Thank you.
All right.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thanks
Have a
very
good
much.
night, everybody.
Yes, Luke, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Very
Good
much.
luck.